Hi everyone, welcome to the Literary Gladiators channel, and today we are going to be doing the A to Z book tag, the questions edition. So we'll be answering questions that are alphabetic and bookish at the same time. Today I'm here with...
Hello, Larry. I'm Larry.
Hey, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Josh. Alrighty then. Laney, the moderator, is back with us.
Hi.
Hi, girl.
What's up?
It's always a delight to have you as the head moderator.
All right, thank you.
Your fill-ins are, they do a good job, but...
They're paltry at best.
they're not as... you're one of a kind.
Why thanks. Well, thanks.
Alrighty then, let's make our way through the alphabet.
All right. A. Author you read the most books from.
Already, we're just going to go down the line. And,
So what we're going to do?
yep.
Start
Yeah.
from where?
From you. Go
Oh.
ahead.
Let's see. The author I've read the most books by. I guess first thing that comes to mind is probably Hemingway. So I'll say Hemingway.
Stephen King. I'm obsessed.
I'm actually with Morgan on this one. I would say if I've read the most from any particular author, it is Stephen King.
Love it.
Mhm.
Love it.
All right, we're on to B now. It's best sequel ever.
This was originally my question, and I was like, I don't know if I've ever read like a sequel to a book, but I've read the Dark Tower series from Stephen King, and there was a second book to that. That was great.
Yeah, that counts.
Hey, I did read the second book in the Dark Tower series, so I'm going to say that too because I can't think of any others.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how you want to approach the question. I would say if, the one that people would not think of is something from the Harry Potter series. My favorite in the whole series is The Goblet of Fire. But if we're talking about solid sequels, Ray Bradbury's sequel to Dandelion Wine was Farewell Summer, and I finished that in one day. So
I just thought of another one. You could
I
look
would
at
say that's amazing too.
you could look at The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn as a sequel to Tom Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
So there.
Yep, that's an
You bet.
acceptable answer.
Okay.
Ready?
All right. What are you currently reading?
I just finished To Kill a Mockingbird, and I plan on reading Salem's Lot by Stephen King.
A lot of Stephen King praises.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hey.
Stephen King
episodes,
is a
right?
master of modern day horror.
He's a master of everything.
We'll,
Wait till we get to K.
Phantom Tollbooth. Oh my god.
yeah, we're planning to get. Phantom Tollbooth was wrote in Chester.
Oh yeah. Wow. No. What am I thinking of? No.
It's okay. We still like you a lot.
All right. I'm not a morning person, guys.
Me either. That's why I was late today.
Oh gosh.
I started the Sylvia Plath novel. What is it?
Belter.
Yeah, Beljar. A little while ago. I have not finished it, but that's the point, I guess. But I haven't been reading it lately either, so I have to pick that back up. But that's my answer.
Yeah, I have the same kind of situation. I started reading on the road, like before the summer, and I put it down and it lives in my bathroom now. I read like half of it, and then I've read like 3 or 4 or 5 books in between. And I look at it, sadly, in my bathroom every time I go, and I don't pick it up, so I have to finish soon.
We went over the. We're going to be going over The Road this upcoming season.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I read that to prepare. So.
On the road, didn't you say on the road?
The Road, the Cormac McCarthy.
Oh, you know, I'm talking about
Oh, you're talking about
Kerouac,
Kerouac?
yeah.
Oh, I started reading that. I know that Larry enjoys
yeah.
On the Road. But we are going over The Road this upcoming season of the show. Already.
Yep. What is your drink of choice while reading?
Larry?
Tea? Green?
This morning I drank tea while I read, but usually when I'm reading, I'm like in my bed or like on a couch, and it's nighttime, and I'm definitely drinking like liquor,
Yeah.
like wine or beer. They're good.
And I generally don't drink or eat while I read. I just like to pay attention to the book. And eat.
Okay. E-reader or physical book? Which one do you prefer?
I've never read a e-reader book, so I guess physical. Closest I've come is like reading off a website or off a PDF document, but obviously physical books are better than that.
Yeah, I think we all agree.
Physical book, next question.
Just skip ahead. Okay. All right. Fictional character you probably would have dated in high school. Oh gosh. Wow. So many options.
I guess
So
I'll start
many.
with this one. I think, but fictional character, I probably would have. Luna Lovegood,
Yeah.
or yeah, somebody, whomever, female, relatively nerdy, likes reading.
Yeah. That's true.
Hope that's not too revealing. Larry,
I can't think of any.
this was originally going to be your question, yours alone.
Pressure's on, everybody's staring at you. Are you
That doesn't
nervous?
help
Are you
me.
worried?
I don't know. It's
Do you want me to go? You can think.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would date the kid from, I don't remember his name, Charlie from The Perks of Being a Wallflower, or Holden Caulfield. Like, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Sad and weird.
yeah. It's always good.
Back on me, huh?
Yeah. Come on. Just pull it out of a hat.
Pull it out of a hat. I can't even think of the name of any female character right now. That's pretty sad.
We'll come back to you. We can come back at the end, and then the pressure will really be on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel like the G. Glad you gave this book a chance.
That is Larry.
Is it? Oh boy. Glad I gave this book a chance. Let's see. I guess that kind of means something that I probably didn't want to read at first and then did. Something like that. Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something you didn't think you would pick up.
Huh.
You ended up picking up.
I guess it would be the girl with the dragon tattoo. And I dated her too in high school, by the way.
There you go.
So there's two birds with one stone. Because, I don't know, it was, I'm always kind of drawn toward the classics, so modern literature is just a little bit like something that I'm always a little bit hesitant to get into, which isn't, necessarily good or anything, but I like that book, so I'll say that.
I read The Fault in Our Stars. So I didn't want to read it because it was like this teeny poppy, book that everyone was all excited about. So I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this because everybody likes it. But I read it and it's really beautiful, and everybody should read it.
I definitely see that you have a point with that. I would think that my fellow peers, especially in the English department, reading The Fault in Our Stars was quite convincing, but I'm going to say The Hunger Games, the first book, because I was drawn into people making mention to it, and it seemed like an intriguing concept, and finished it in a day and a half, so it was doing something right.
Well, that's good. I know I fought that bandwagon pretty hard because I was already into some other stuff at the time, and I was
Rest
like,
of
I don't
the
have time for
series
this.
was, not
Well,
good.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
couldn't
good.
finish it. The series.
Already.
All right. Hidden gem book.
I'm going to say Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. I know a lot of people know the major works by Steinbeck, but everything that he wrote was pretty good. So, and that one especially really meant something to me. I love the way that he takes the poor people and kind of sanctifies them. It's cool. I like it. So that's my answer.
Coma by Robin Cook. One of the best books I've ever read.
And I'm going to say When the Wind Blows by John Saul. I think that John Saul is very underrated in the horror thriller genre. That is often about Stephen King and Dean Koontz, who are great authors, but I definitely feel that John Saul deserves a chance with, and When the Wind Blows is especially intense.
Mm-hmm. All right. The next one would be an important memory in your reading life.
Ooh.
Which just hits close to the heart.
This is exciting. I love this shit. So, am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's PG-13, like
Okay.
rating.
Person book 2.
Okay.
I guess I'll begin with that, and probably picking up the Green Mile and reading it through, because that's where I began to. That's where my consecutive reading began, and that was during my sophomore year of high school. Unless you want to say that Literary Gladiators and jumping down the rabbit hole known as book 2 counts.
I have a very similar story. So I never read, really, I read sometimes, but in high school I didn't do any work or care about anything. And then one day I found The Stand. It's by Stephen King. And I read it and it changed my life. And I was like, oh my God, reading's the best thing ever. I don't want to do anything else.
I read that when I was in high school too. Well, I didn't make
Great.
it though, you know, because I bought it at a used bookstore and it just started falling apart.
Oh no.
So it was like I lost
You
some
can
of
borrow
it.
mine.
Yeah. I guess when I was a little kid, the first book I remember reading was this little book called The Spaceship Under the Apple Tree. And I just remember feeling like, kind of like that I liked reading, you know, I guess is what I'm saying. It was like the first book that I remembered being like just the experience of me in a book, you know, with nobody else involved in it. And it was kind of like that feeling of being able to kind of, you know, turn away from everything and just be alone with a book. And so that is my first memory.
I remember you bringing that up in our Works from Childhood episode.
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
Already on to Jay.
Just finished. What book did you just finish?
Ooh.
All right.
I just finished rereading The Catcher of the Rye again because actually we're going to be filming that episode today. So I wanted to, you know, refresh my mind. So I read it.
We film them all in the bulk. We have multiple filming sessions, and that's how things work out on our show.
And we all have a great time.
Yeah, maximum efficiency, maximum fun.
What was the question?
What book did you just finish?
Oh, well, I just reread all the stuff we're going to go over. But I just read Beloved by Toni Morrison. So beautiful. Oh,
I need to read that and Song of Solomon.
so many feelings, like raw and just great. You guys should read it. It's great.
And I'm very much like Larry, only I just finished To Kill a Mockingbird to prepare for this session.
Okay. What kind of books won't you read?
Erotica, or pulp romance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to read. I feel like a little judgy, but
It's hard not to.
It's the
answering this
time for
question.
it.
yeah, there's something there's a lot of like popular fiction books that I see people reading, and I'll like pick it up and read one page. No, I don't wanna. It's pretty vague, but
I don't like the same story, only with different characters
Yeah.
in a series.
Starts to get a little too much like television.
Mhm.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Josh, as far as that pulp romance stuff goes. It's not the only thing I won't read, but it's probably the least offensive to say. So I'll go there.
Mhm.
I hate reading nonfiction, which is really sad, but
I enjoy nonfiction. It depends on what it's about.
I want so bad to read nonfiction and to better my mind and
Okay.
learn about objective facts, but I just can't get into it.
I know.
I have read very few nonfiction books too, and I don't know why.
You just got to
Yeah.
find a topic that you're interested in
Yeah.
and pick up non-fictional accounts that are about that.
Yeah,
I know I was recommended Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire, specifically the first book of the Fall of the Roman Empire,
That's fun.
because you're so engrossed in it by the time you realize it's actually like a nonfiction book, you're there. And I've only read the first couple pages and I'm already kind of hooked, so
Nice.
that's my recommendation for
Alright.
nonfiction. But what is the longest book you've read?
War and Remembrance by Herman Wouk. I read The Winds of War as well, which this is what he deems as the most important thing. Or War and Remembrance, he said, is the most important thing he has to say. And it was quite something, quite an account on World War II, and 101 years old and still alive, and still active too. He just published something a few years ago.
I don't know what the longest book I read. I'm trying to visualize all the books on my bookshelf and what
Did
is
you read something longer than The Stand?
the fattest. I read The Pale King. That was pretty long. I don't know if that was longer than The Stand though. And like Under the Dome, I read. That's also really long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot of long books. I don't know what's the longest.
I guess probably East of Eden is probably the longest. I mean, that's longer than The Grapes of Wrath, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Stand is longer than East of Eden.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Mm.
Yeah.
It fell apart on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah, well, it didn't fall apart.
We
but-
can, we're at the library.
No, I mean literally,
Yeah,
the
what?
pages started falling
I'm,
out.
I'm aware of the pages literal, but I read 51% of Les Mis, and I'm going to get back to it. But that's about 1,500 pages in the mass market paperback.
When you're reading it, do you have to sing it in your head?
I
You
would.
sing it out loud.
I
He sings
would,
it out loud.
yeah. Like just like singing stanzas in the shower.
Already.
Okay. M. Major book hangover because of.
1984 ruined me for days. When I finished that book, all I could do is walk around my neighborhood. I did about 3 laps and just thought about it. So I'd call that the most severe hangover. Animal Farm is probably a close second for the same reason. It's just so depressing, in my opinion.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I'm even trying to contemplate whether or not I can answer the question.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a movie, but I'm having a hard time even personally thinking of a book that gave me a hangover. Gosh, so because I tend to like the more like wallowy books and everything. I kind of tend to like enjoy that a lot more.
I'm passing. Pass.
I didn't get the pass.
You could have said it. You just did it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to
Come back to us.
come back. Yeah, I'll have,
Yeah. I'll
there's
ask
not many
again
people
later.
to. Yeah.